Good morning, all of you. Okay, we'll continue with the radioactivity phenomenon. Now, read the question. There is an expression for average life of that one. So, what is actually the bringing? So, let me just put like this. This expression everyone knows, 1 by lambda, but some of the numericals what happen where how this derived, if you know it, no. So, I think you'll be in a better position. This one. So, some nuclei, n naught nuclei are there. Total number of nuclei, how much? N naught. Some nuclei, what happen, they're having a lifespan of 0. The moment substance is formed, they'll undergo decay. Some nuclei, what happen, they're having a lifespan of infinity. At t equals 0, what is the number? N naught. Then after long time t equal to infinity, it will become 0. Let's assume that it will be off like this. So at any instant of time, somewhere here at t, the number of nuclei will be n, and at a small interval of time dt, the number, some dn nuclei will undergo disintegration. At time t, at t equals 0, let the number be n naught. At any time t, let the number be n. And in the interval of time dt, let dn undergo disintegration. So therefore, we'll put it like number of particles disintegrated in time dt. So how many particles will be disintegrated? So let it be dn. And what this dn should be equal to? Lambda n dt. Because what is the basic idea? Dn by dt is equal to minus lambda n. So dn, what we can write? Minus lambda n dt. In interval of time dt, let the number of particles disintegrated, let it be dn. Then what is the lifespan of each of this at time t? No, at time t in a small interval of time dt, dn disintegrated. What was the lifespan? This was the lifespan. Lifespan of n atoms. Lifespan of n atoms. Shall we put it here? The lifespan of n nuclei. So next here, the lifespan of each of these nuclei is t. Then the sum of lives of all dn nuclei are next one. And just splitting up the meaning of the terms, the sum of lives of all dn nuclei are is will write, or better to write r is dn into t will write it. What is dn? Lambda n dt into t. Now let's go for the sum of lives of all that nuclei. The sum of lives of all nuclei that will present at t equal to 0. I'll call that S. So there should be 0 to infinity t lambda n dt. This one only, or that quantity lambda n dt into t. What is the average life? Average life, the symbol is what? This should be equal to t average. This should be the lifespan of all the nuclei by the total number of nuclei. So average life is equal to sum of lifespan It's there in SURMA. Same thing what is there in SURMA, I'm just writing it. So this should be equal to n by n naught. When you solve this, lambda n t dt 0 to infinity n naught, you'll end up with 1 by lambda. So therefore, the decay constant is something very important. And the decay constant, will it change with external parameters? No. For different substance, the value of lambda will be different. Half life will be log 2 by lambda and the average life will be 1 by lambda. I think there's a formula everyone knows. Just there's a method of analyzing it. Okay, let's come for now. What all I discussed the problems. No, you go back to fluid dynamics. You have to correlate the logical idea of fluid dynamics. If you apply here, very easy. So read the question. A radionuclide X is produced at a constant rate alpha. At time t equals the number of nuclei of X are 0. Find the maximum number of nuclei of X. The number of nuclei after some time t. After some time t, how much is asking. So what actually it is? So you start with this like a container. Initially it is empty and it's having a hole. There's a tap which will supply the water. It will supply at a rate alpha. Then from here decay occurs. What this tap produces the substance. And here what happens through all, what happens, it decays, means amount decreases, no? Decays through all, let's say them. So initially what happened at t equals 0, no substance. Empty tank, no substance of X, empty tank. Now with the time, after some time, what do you see? As I open up the tap, as it starts producing, I think you'll feel very comfortable writing rate equations. I don't know how you study in chemistry, but in physics, since we know many other ideas, no, fluid dynamics, that I'm applying. When you open up the tap, initially the tank is empty. So as you open up the tap starts supplying water. It starts supplying water. Then what will happen? This will continue to supply. At the same time, here what happen, as the level of water increases, from here what happen, the water will flow out, no? The water will float. So what actually finally will get a situation of like this. And the one which decayed, no, I'll show some other color. What happened? Teacher just explained me like this only. So in fact, I felt very easy. This is what decayed one. This will supply. Let's take this one. Now this is at time t. It will number present, let it be n. And this is what decayed one. Decayed substance. This is survived. At any time t, that is what it is survived here. And there's a tap which will supply here. Now, you know, what is the rate equation? You write it. So first, the rate equation is what we should write here. The rate of production minus rate of decay should be equal to rate of survival. Shall I write? So writing rate equation is what the whole idea of this entire, the successive disintegration, or what all we say, radioactive phenomena. So how to write equation? Okay, finally, okay, we brought some logic here. How to write equation, that one. So shall we say that rate of formation, this particular radioactive substance is being formed, survived or formed, rate of production, this is a rate of decay. So what we write here, rate of formation equal to rate of production minus rate of decay. What is the rate of formation? dN by dt. Rate of production alpha. Then what is the rate of decay? Lambda n. the very first one, this almost everywhere there are around 10 to 15 numericals are there where we are going to use this method. Decayed substance. Okay, let's write now. So this will be dn by. So once you write this rate equation, rest all mathematics you can manage. So at t equal to 0, what was the substance? It was not present. And at any time t, let n be this one. So therefore this will become minus 1 by lambda log of alpha minus lambda 0 n equal to t, or log of alpha minus lambda 0 n 0 to n, that one. So substituting upper and lower limits. Let me send log on either side. So this will be 1 by alpha is equal to e to power of minus lambda t, or the number n is equal to alpha by lambda. Look at that particular n. It will keep on increase, no? It will increase exponentially. What is this n? The number of the, so what you can say x, no? A radionuclide x, I'll call it, yes. The number of nuclei of x at any time t. Number of nuclei of x at time t. Okay, this is what? This one. How many decade can we write nd? Let me ask that one. How many decade? Okay, let's complete the question. The maximum number of nuclei of X. When it be maximum, I think you know very good, no? Like a fluid dynamics. When the level of water will be maximum. When the rate at which the water entering from the tap is equal to the rate at which water flowing from the hole. So how many nuclei are produced? Those many nuclei decay. Then what happened to the amount of substance? This will remain constant. And when do that will happen? T equal to infinity. That's what he's saying. Put t equal to infinity, then you'll get the maximum. This is number of nuclei of X at any time t. So n max. So what is n max will be? And how do it will vary? It is going to the number survived at any time t. Lambda, it will have some decay constant. Okay, I'll write it, no problem. So some substance will have decay constant. Let me take lambda. Okay, fine. This is thing. Okay, now a few things. I want this, what amount of substance that got decayed. How to find out that one? So I'll just take help of in time t, how many are produced? Alpha t. So number decayed should be equal to alpha t minus n. So what is this? Number of nuclei decayed, alpha t. So what is value of n? Alpha by lambda. They may ask you to plot this graph or all other things. You should be very alert. These many nuclei got decayed, means the substance is being formed and they'll undergo decay. What is that decay? So these many, is it alpha or beta decay? Yes, it can be alpha or beta, we are not sure, but sir, alpha, four nucleons will come, beta, only one nucleon. Still you call both of same? Yes, it will be. So altogether the nucleon, alpha, beta decay together are called as radioactive decay, that one. A radionuclide X is produced at a constant rate alpha at time t equals the number of nuclei of X are 0. Find the maximum number of nuclei of X, the number of nuclei after time t. N of t, this is what, so these are our answers. Huh? Suppose say each decay will generate an energy, and 40% of that energy is utilized to eat up the water. Can we do anything here? For that, what we should do, I'll introduce the ideas here only, so that will be in some better position. In each decay, there'll be some energy released, no? And that energy what is utilized to boil the water, to rise the temperature of water. So how to calculate the energy? Energy released in each decay, let it be E naught. Of that what 40% is utilized, 60% is lost, 40% is utilized to boil the water. Then how to calculate the temperature of the water? So this should be equal to, so we know number of decays, no? So what is the total energy released? Energy released. In each decay, let E naught be the energy released in each decay process. Then, so how many decays undergone? Nd. So what is total energy release will be Nd into E naught. Then what is the efficiency? Efficiency is say like a 60% will put it. So 40% is lost, only 60%. That 60% is utilized to rise the temperature of water. So what is the Q is equal to heat supplied to the water Q is equal to 60%, 0.6 into Nd into E naught. And this is what, what is Nd? Nd we have like this. We have Nd like this. So this is Q. So what is for the Q? You can write Ms delta T. What is delta T? Change in temperature. You do get problems of all this one. So this is NDM, number decay, not N naught. Please. What is S? Specific heat, mass of water. S is specific heat of water. It is. Delta T is rise in temperature. So like this, what happened? We can just keep on introduce the ideas here, nothing big. Okay, I'll go for next one. Yeah. Take this one. Read one. Read this question. A solution contains a mixture of two isotopes, half-life 10 days and half-life 5 days. Total activity of the mixture is 10 to the power of 10 disintegrations per second. So initial activity, how much it is? A naught is equal to initial activity is in Venus. Let me use symbol R naught. R naught is equal to RA naught. Activity, I'm using this particular symbol. Total activity of mixture is 10 to per second TCO. The activity reduces to 20% in 20 days. 20 days. So what happened to the activity? This will become RA plus RB. And how much it will become? 20%. So 20% of that you can write it. So for first we'll do one thing. What is R naught? 10 to power of 10. RA naught, RB naught. There's a one equation, one you keep it. Then the activity will become 20% of this one. So 0.2 into R naught is equal to RA plus RB. After what happened? After 20 days. So what is the half-life of this? Of A is 10 days. No? So how much RA can we write it? I think it has undergone 2 half-lives. No? And what about B? Half-life is 5 days. 20 days happen means 4 half-lives it has passed. So any formula for that? How to calculate the activity? Activity equal to A naught 2 to power of n. Can you remember this formula yesterday? The activity after n half-lives. Initial activity, and what is this n? N half-lives. So like this we'll get it. So therefore now 0.2 into 10 to power of 10. This will become RA naught by 2. This will become RB naught by 4. Two equations, two unknown. So what do we get? We get the initial activities. After getting initial activities, then is asking the ratio of initial number of their nuclei. Initial number of nuclei. So what is it? We know activity RA naught, RB naught. What this activity should be equal to? Lambda A N naught, NA naught, lambda B NB naught. Activity means by this time, all of you, lambda into activity number of disintegration percent, that should be equal to lambda into the number present. So we know activity RA naught, RB. We don't know lambda A. How to bring lambda A? Half life. We have 10 days. So bring
Sir?
that lambda.
Sir, it should be 4 and 16, sir.
RA naught by 4, no, sir.
And RB naught by 16, it should be.
Oh, 2 to power of n, no? Okay, this one. I'll write it here. Fine. I think I just missed that term. Now, what is half-life? Half-life, how you define? Log 2 by lambda. So half-life of A. Substitute this. We have half-life. So log 2 get eliminated. We'll get that initial ratio Na by Na naught, that one. I'll give the answer. Later on you do calculation. 0.73 into, it's just a logical one, nothing to do with good concept. When you solve few set of problems, you'll understand the method. And the ratio is check, do calculation later on. Just you have to read question, nothing big. I'll scroll down, just you can make observation. A sample of radioactive metal decays simultaneously by two processes, A and B, with half-lives 1.5 hour, 1/4 hour respectively. For first half hour, it decays with process A. Next 1 hour with the process B, and for further half an hour with both A and B. If originally they were N naught nuclei, find the number of nuclei after 2 hours of such decay. Okay, fine. When it initially you check it, only if it decays by process A, no problem. When it decays by both A and B, what to do? So what can be, how can be both A and B? Maybe like A is alpha decay and B is beta decay. Now both alpha and beta decay simultaneously can occur. It can happen. Huh? It can happen. Then what happened to the decay constant? We have to go for the effective decay constant. So as a both effective decay constant, what we'll write like this. So what is lambda is equal to lambda equal to log 2 by half life. And what is the TATB? They're half lives. No? This will be the effective decay constant. It undergoes simultaneously. Sir, even if there are three decay processes, I think we should not go for three, but some books hypothetical they said and they brought lambda C also. It's left you, but usually alpha, beta, then alpha, beta combined is what we'll try to write here. Some books even they brought lambda C also. I don't know from where he has brought. Okay, hypothetical it says, okay, it's problem. You can see if it says hypothetical, okay, just you can accept and proceed further. The effective decay constant when it undergoes simultaneously both the processor, the effective decay constant, you have to write this formula here. So we know half-life of when it undergoes both the process. So we'll begin like this. Initially, a not number of nuclei is present. First, it will undergo process A. What is the half-life? First, what happened? First half an hour, it decays here. I think that it will undergo only process A. It only undergo process A. So what is the time? Time, I think it has passed. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that one because power gone. We'll continue with the mobile data. Okay, now we'll proceed here. So first it will undergo only process A, then N naught by 2. Then process B what pen? For next 1 hour, the process B. So what is this is like a 1/4 hour, 15 minutes, no? 1/4 hour, 15 minutes. So like this, how many half-lives will pass? I think 4 half-lives will pass. The process B, it will undergo the process B. N naught by 2. So how many half-lives? 4 half-lives, it will undergo that one. So what is the half-life of this? Now what is the time duration? Half an hour. Next 1 hour. Is it okay? This is. So it will become N naught by 2 to the power of 5. So next what it will happen? It will undergo both A and B. And what is the effective? This should be
1/6.
1/6 hour. 1/6 hour means 10 minutes, no? So last of half an hour. So further again half an hour. How many cycles will pass here? How many half-lives will pass?
3.
N naught by 2 to the power of, I think, okay, yeah, this will be 3 half cycles will pass. What is N naught by 2 to the power of 5? N naught by 2 to the power of 5 by 2 to the power of 3, that one. That N naught by 2 to the power of 5 is what? After process B ended up. In the beginning of process A plus B, in the beginning of process A plus B, what happened? What was the number of nuclei? N naught by 2 to the power of 5. So 3 half cycles it will pass here. So N naught by 8 is what final answer. N naught by 2 to the power of 8. I'll scroll down. And this is, please read carefully. A stable nuclei C is formed. A stable nuclei C is formed from two radioactive nuclei A and B with a decay constant of lambda1 and lambda2 respectively. Initially, the number of nuclei of A is N0 and that of B is 0. Nuclei B are produced at a constant rate of P. This is P. Find the number of nuclei of C after time T. Okay, get into the diagram. So just now I should know. So rate equation. Stable nuclei. So from where the C is formed, So there are many diagrams are there if you check it now. With a decay constant, initially the number of nuclei of A is N0 and that of B is 0. So altogether what will happen is like there's a nuclei is present, it will undergo decay, lambda A, then what do we get? We get C. At the same time, what's happening to the just all these graphical things I'm giving so that you can understand. That's all, nothing is there. There's no rule that in exam you must plot here. So it is being produced. The B at a constant rate P, and it will undergo decay. And it will form a stable, this one. C will not undergo further decay. Let it be like this. So initially, what is the initial number of nuclei of A is N0 and that of B is 0. Or still, sir, not getting logic. You go for the tank idea. Initially, there's a tank. Okay, then I'll just make the diagrams. Meanwhile, you read question and try on your own. So there's a, so initially, so this is the having N0 initially. This is A, and the B is initially M, and it is being produced at a constant rate P. Fine. And what about this? The C which is formed, it is empty, no? Initially it's not there. See, many ways of understanding the numericals. It's not that you should write this. There. Many ways are there. After any time T, so this amount will decrease a little bit, and this will be present here. This is A, B, and this is C. Even this, if you find difficult, I'm helpless beyond this. Rate equation, logical diagram with fluid mechanics, and there's one more nuclear physics. There's a typical diagram for what you see in book, this one. There's a correlation with fluid mechanics, Then next mathematicals. Finish sure. I don't have any other technique more than this. This is Na, this NB, this NC at any time t. Constantly. Okay, this will be constantly being produced. No, right the find the number of nuclei of C after time t. So this NC is what is asking. Can we bring expression for NB at any time t? Just now we derived, no? And what is about number survived of Na at t equals 0? So some books even they instruct students to think like this. Okay, got this one. Then after some time t, this will become Na, this will become Nb. What is Na? N0 e to power of minus lambda at. Numbers survived. What is NB? NB equal to P by lambda, just previous problem. And finally, is asking this NC. From where you wrote this equation, NB equal to P by lambda. And if a nuclei, if it is produced, if a substance produced at a constant rate, initially it is 0, then the number present at any time will be this much, no? So what is this NC? This red color liquid, from where it will come. The yellow and blue color, yellow will be there, some part of yellow color liquid. And this tap will supply the green color liquid. The together when they combine will get this NC, no? So how to bring NC now? N0 minus Na plus PT, because what is the rate at which this is supplied? PT minus NB. So shall I write rather than mathematics? No, let me just correlate with fluid mechanics, because I can save time in exam, because again writing equation, rate equation, again solving integral, you can directly write this one. So what is the NC is equal to? N0 minus Na. Number decade of A, what happened? That will become C. Then similarly, the P is produced at a rate, and it also undergo decay. What all the amount that decayed by the B, what happened? That will become also C, no? So number produced is what? PT minus NB.
NB
No need
minus
of
PT.
somebody say. PT minus NB, no, it should be number present of B. PT nuclear produced, in that what happened? NB survived. So PT minus NB, what happened? A part of that will become C. So what is NB we know? What is Na we know? So straight away you are writing answer directly. So how to derive this mathematically? Next thing, how to derive this mathematically? Can we really bring, or every time we should? No, you can derive. What is there, that one? So what is the number of rate of formation of C? Rate of decay of A minus plus rate of decay of B. I'll take you to rate equations. Writing rate equation, or rate of formation of C is equal to rate of decay of A, rate of decay of B. What all the B decays, that will become C, no? Both A and B decays, and it will form a C, that one. So what we can write, this is B and C by dt. So lambda a na plus this will be lambda b nb. The nb is what we know it, that you have to substitute here. This nb has to be calculated. Then integrate this. You'll get the same answer what we did. Now what should be the limit? 0 to t. Because initially at t seconds, what is the number present? nc is empty, no? You solve it, you'll end up with the same equation what I brought it. This is our answer. Red color. Please, I think it's more about you can either take help of the basic physics, writing rate equation, solving mathematically, or some logically also you can analyze. Again, don't generalize every problem. Some problems are possible, some may not be possible with logic here. So this is the answer. Okay, see once, I'll scroll down. And just now, I think you can read the question. It's there in Cengage, I just picked up. Nuclei of radioactive element X are being produced at a constant rate K, and this element decays to a stable nucleus Y with a decay constant lambda of at time t equals 0, there are n naught nuclei of the element. So what is this? Initially it is present. So this is the X, Y at t equals 0. It is being produced at a constant rate K, and it will also undergo decay. Lambda, I'll write. No need to lambda x, just write lambda. At t equals 0, what is present? Number n naught, and this is 0, no? At any time t, this will be nx, this will be ny. The number nx of nuclei of x at time t equal to t by 2. At half-life is asking. First we'll find out at any time t, the number of nuclei of x, then there we'll put time t equal to half-life, then we'll get the required answer. The number ny of nuclei of y at any time t. Then again at half-life, what will be the value of that ny? First, shall we try to get expression for nx? I think what is this entire problem? The same thing at t equals 0, there is n naught nuclei is there. What is this? Again, the same tank. If you want to draw tank, you can draw the tank. Those who are having very poor imagination, you can take help of the tank method. Those who are able to imagine logically, everything able to think, the moment you read question, okay, no need to draw any tanks. Initially, it is present. This is n naught. And this tank is empty. Tank X, it is stable. Stable means don't put all. Are you seeing? Very simple. Don't put any all for this. That t equal to 0. It will supply at a constant rate k. Then at any time t, it will undergo decay, no? So show some other substance, because after undergoing decay, it will become some other substance. This is the time t. If y also decays, put 1 volt for that tank also. So tank y tank x. Now what is the rate equation? Rate of formation of x equal to rate of production of x minus rate of decay of x. The rate of decay of x is what will become y, no? So what shall we write the equation? Writing rate equation, rate of formation of x is equal to rate of production of x minus rate of decay of x. So rate of formation of this is what? dnx by dt. Rate of production, k, lambda x, lambda only it is, into nx. So dnx is equal to k minus lambda nx dt. Here we have to be careful. At t equals 0, what is the number present? N naught. Earlier we did problem where n naught was not there. Here n naught is there. There is only difference. Please do understand, it's very simple problems, nothing big. Most of the numericals, no, around 80% of numericals you can manage very comfortably. Some problems where we have to analyze mathematically the conditions given properly, then you can reach the answer comfortably. So minus 1 by lambda n naught nx is equal to t. Lambda you send on that side. Solving this equation will get expression for nx. I'll scroll down. Log of k minus lambda nx by k minus lambda n naught. Solve for nx, will get the number at any time t. What shall next step will be? K minus lambda nx, k lambda n naught, nx is equal to k by lambda 1 by lambda k lambda n naught. This is the expression for number of nuclei of x at any time t. How to calculate ny? Because it is being produced at a constant rate. So number of nuclei of y at any time t ny should be equal to kt minus nx. Number of nuclei of y at time t is equal to ny is equal to kt minus nx, you write it. Okay, half-life, put t equal to that half-life, then you solve it, you'll get the required answer. Where all t is there, you have to put log 2 by lambda. I'll scroll down. Next, we have some hypothetical that's what only no. What is ny? Ny is the amount of decay. That only how to find out by this method. Hmm? No, read this one. Usually we came across dn minus dn by dt equal to minus lambda n, no? Here root n. So don't get it's hypothetical. Or synthetic radioactive substance, you can call it synthetic. So don't get carried away by any concept. Don't go for it. It's a pure mathematics. Instead of n, you are having root n. Let it be, no problem. Right, let's go for mathematics. So what is the given? A radioactive substance disintegrates according to disintegration law given by expression dn by dt equal to minus lambda root n, where lambda is the decay constant and n is the number of active or undecayed nuclei at any time t. Initial number of active nuclei are n naught, and the lambda is given how much? 0.414, the value of lambda. The half-life of radioactive sample is asking what is the half-life of it. The time taken by its number, to become half of its initial value. That's what you mean to see. Okay, let's do one thing. dn then substituting limit time taken for the number to become half of initial value. So this is what that t of is asking. Minus 1 by 2. So this will be root 2 root 10 n naught by 2 minus lambda t of. Substitute the values. What is lambda? Lambda is 0.414. I think there should be root 2 minus 1. Root 2 minus 1 will be, so root 2 minus 1, root 2 is what? 1.414 minus 1. So where all lambda is high, you can write root 2 minus 1 and try to simplify it. This will be 2 n naught by 2 minus n naught lambda t of. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then yeah, fine. Anybody value t of?
Under root of 2 into 1 naught.
Under root of 2 n naught. Yeah. Look at that n naught. Half-life depends on the initial number. Hypothetical. Okay, don't crack your head much because we don't have any. Like this hypothetical, I can bring anything. You be careful. The half-life depends on the initial number. What is n naught? N naught is what? So can it happen? Hypothetical, maybe in future we are able to produce such a radioactive substance. These are called like a synthetic radioactivity. They say synthetic means artificial radioactivity, natural radioactivity and artificial radioactivity. We do have both. Curve representing the number of active nuclei at any time t. Get expression for n as a function of time and check the graph. It will come this one. So for that, what you should do, don't write n naught by 2, write only n. Get expression for n as a function of that and check it. You'll get a curve of this kind. Okay, I think this is something very troublesome for you. Like this, you may get equations of any kind. Be alert. If you see the SC Verma or Singh, no, we don't have such a discussion of artificial radioactivity, but it's a part of syllabus. It's not there discussion even in NCERT book. Till now, nothing came in advance artificial radioactivity, but it's a part of syllabus. Very much they can ask you. Okay, no. Successive disintegration. A radioactive nuclei X decays to a nucleus Y with a decay constant lambda x 0.1 per second. Y further decays to a stable nucleus Z with a decay constant lambda y 1 by 30 per second. Initially, there are only X nuclei and the number is n naught equal to 10 to the power of 20. Set up the rate equation for the population of X, Y, Z. Find the population of Y nuclei as a function of time. Is asking n of yt. Find the time at which ny is maximum and determine population of x and z at that instant. It's a very good thing. This is called like a successive disintegration. I think it may help you a lot in chemistry. So what all the equations are generated, try to have an idea. Okay, now we'll proceed like this. Okay, first draw the diagram, so some rough diagram. Z is a stable nucleus. Really has asked so many things here. So we'll proceed like this. A is there. A will decay to this is X, no? We have symbols X. X will decay to Y and the further Y will decay to Z. And initially what happened, only N naught is present. N naught, this is 0. And at any time t, let this be Nx, Ny, Nz. He's asking to get Nx, Ny, Nz. So first we'll get expression for Ny as a function of time. The rest everything you can manage here. And now what is the rate of formation of Y is equal to rate of disintegration of A, because what is the formation of Y? Y is produced due to X decays, and in turn Y also further decays, and decay constant is lambda Y. So I'll write it here, no? Rate of formation of Y is equal to rate of production of X, rate of production of Y, or rate of decay of X. Rate of or rate of production of Y minus rate of, please try to understand, I could have written this what? Rate of production of Y. How Y is produced when X decays, no? So directly I'm writing this step here. Otherwise I should write one more step. If I write rate of production of X means, rate of production of Y means nothing but rate of decay of X. There's a rate equation to try to analyze here. So let's write now rate of production of Y dny by dt. Rate of decay of X lambda x nx minus, this will be lambda y, ny. Now what is nx? Nx should be at any instant of time. What should be the nx? We know enough radioactivity now. Symbols x and y. I'll be alert. So what is our question? Our question is something to bring that ny, no? So let me put, I'll have water. Meanwhile, you try calculation. Let's continue now. After this, we'll multiply dt. So dny is equal to lambda x. So I'll bring this dny plus lambda y ny dt is equal to lambda x n naught x lambda x dt. Let me divide and multiply by e to power of lambda yt. So I'll divide and multiply. So this will become e to power of lambda yt. We'll take it in order. Huh? We'll get confused. Okay, no, this one, I'll scroll down. I need more space. So here e to power of lambda yt minus e to power of lambda. So that this we can bring it here. So we do have LHS. I can rearrange in some form. So this will be, this everything will become derivative of e to power of lambda yt ny. If I differentiate this, I'll get this one. This should be equal to lambda x n naught e to power of lambda y lambda x t dt. This is rearranged. This term is rearranged. When I differentiate this bracket term, I'll get this one. Huh? So the derivative of this bracket term will lead to this quantity. Let me integrate on both sides. Yes, shall I continue down? I think a lot of space is needed. I think complete visible. Let me put bounded like this. Yeah. No, this will be derivative of this. I'll integrate. If I integrate and the derivative will cancel out. If I integrate, derivative will cancel out. So this will become ny is equal to integral of this quantity lambda x n naught t dt. So this should become e to power of lambda yt ny. So this should be equal to lambda x. After integrating, we'll end up with n naught lambda x lambda y minus lambda x e to power of plus some integral constant c. Okay, to how to find out the value of c? Put t equals 0 in the equation, then search what can be c value at t equals 0. What is the value of ny? Ny is 0, no? So this LHS will be 0, that one. So 0 equal to n naught lambda x lambda y lambda x e to power of, so this will also be 1. So what is the value of c? C is equal to minus n naught lambda x lambda y lambda x. I'll check once. So this is the integral constant. I brought expression. That value of c I'll substitute here in this equation. I think this will be the, I'm going to replace there. Is it okay that limits like at t equals 0, what is the number present? Ny is 0. So substituting that, so I will write equations now. 1, put 2 in 1. We'll get expression for the ny. So that was the end equation which is needed for us. Okay, the mathematics able to follow? Just see once, I'll scroll down. Yeah. Let's write expression for, put 2 in 1 e to power of lambda yt ny so final equation ny is equal to n naught lambda x, let me take outside, e to power of minus lambda xt minus e to power of minus lambda yt. See one, look at finally, because this e to power of lambda yt and e to power of lambda yt, they'll get eliminated, and the denominator here minus 1 by e to power of lambda yt will become e to power of minus lambda yt. So this is our expression for number of nuclei of y at any time t. Sir, if y also further decays, okay, then again further you have to work out the mathematics. So this should be our final answer. Please do remember, I think it is being asked in advance. So if you remember this also, some numericals are there where you can manage. So what is asking? Set up the rate equation for the population of x, y, z. Okay, there's a rate equation is telling. There's the first part. And then population of y at any time t. Population means number of nuclei of y at any time t. After this, find the time at which ny is maximum. Why ny will be maximum? I think better to differentiate, no, because there's the only tool which is available. So let's differentiate this equation with respect to time. then equal to 0. Then we'll see what is the condition for which ny will be maximum. If you're able to analyze everything this, and I'll proceed, I'll scroll down further. Okay, there's a one part of problem. Next we'll get it. So dny by dt. N naught lambda x, lambda y, lambda x. Equate this for 0 and check it, solve for anybody value.
ln lambda x by lambda y.
Lambda x and x equal to lambda y and y. Condition. Okay, you are solving mathematically, no? Yeah. What is the time? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's one. I'll write down lambda x, lambda y, log of lambda x by lambda y. Fine.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
There's a time at which ny will be maximum. Now substitute. So there's a value. Any other alternative approach can you bring? Any other thing? So when that ny will be maximum, so let's talk about that one. When the rate of production of y is equal to rate of decay, the fluid mechanics logical thinking. From that also you can derive, or you can also go for it. We know nx, what is nx? N naught e to power of minus lambda xt, and we know ny. Solve it, you'll get expression for t. I'm just giving another method. Maybe this will, okay, I think we'll magnify it. No. There's a mathematical way of thinking. In numericals, what happens, we do take help of these conditions. What is that? Or I'll proceed like this, or lambda x nx equal to lambda y and y. You see that you'll get the same answer. And this we know, because x is not produced, x is present, it will undergo decay. And what is ny? Ny equal to, we know n what, lambda x, lambda y, lambda x e to power of lambda xt e to power of lambda yt. Solve for t, you'll get the same answer. When it will be maximum, when rate of decay of a, decay of x is equal to rate of decay of y. The number present in y will be maximum. At this instant, what is asking? Is asking the population of x, y, z. The calculation, I'll just put it like this. 16.48 seconds is what the time. So at this particular time, solving this, I know the population of x. I checked it, just you can verify your answers later on. What is the population of y? You need not to substitute, go back to that and simplify. You can save time, because what is ny is equal to? This what you have to analyze in exams. Huh? If you know population of X at maximum, what is this time? Population of Y will be maximum. At that instant, what is the population of Y also is asking. Population of Y will maximum. At that particular instant, what is the population of X? Yes, we know time that you substitute. Then how to get population of Y, maximum population of Y? So shall we put NY max? I think this will be more justified. So for that, I'll just use this formula, lambda x n x equal to lambda y and y. So solving this, log lambda is what? Log 2 by that one, no? So then we don't know population of that. How to bring population of that? The total population should be what all that n not present, that only what happen will become, a part will become as it is, nx will remain, will not, the one which is survived, x survived, the x decayed will become y, and a part of y survived, and the y decayed will become nz. So at any instant of time, this is applicable, and not only ny max. At any time t, this is applicable. Okay, are you able to understand? So there's a one problem. This is asked in advance. I just picked up from advanced paper. At any instant of time t, what is the population of any one means the initial n, not only that only what a part will become. Those who are finding difficult, I just put in a box one. What all we discussed, no, some of you are finding difficult. Let me just put in that fluid mechanics method. So initially what happened, we have this is stable, this is z, y, and it is fully filled. So like a n naught. This is x, this is empty, this is empty. After some time, and this will be ny. This will be z, z is stable. Don't put any wall for that. I think that's what we are discussed here, nothing big. Is what the decay. So what you should write, this is lambda x nx. This is what you should write, lambda y in y. The rate of formation of y should be equal to lambda x nx minus lambda y in y. And the rate of formation of z should be equal to lambda y in y. Please at least take this. So when this number will be maximum, at what rate it is being produced, the y, at the same rate it decays, the number will be maximum. No? So when this, like a level of liquid in this container, when the amount of liquid, this will be maximum. At what rate the water enters, at that rate the water leaves here, then this amount of liquid here will be maximum. No? So therefore, at maximum, what I say that one, lambda x nx equal to lambda y n y. So logically also try to analyze, you'll be in a far better position. We'll take the next one. Yeah. Let's do this. This will help you a lot. A hypothetical decay chain consists of the following elements. Just read question. I think if you read, you can manage. The idea what we discussed, that only is asking no. Read the question. Nothing is there. Alpha, 2 alpha, beta, alpha. Yeah, it's made some conditions there. Hypothetical decay chain consists of the following elements: A, B1, B2, and C. C is a stable. Some of you are unable to see it. Okay, I think diagram clearly visible. Hypothetical decay chain consists of the following elements: A, B1, B2, C stable. The decay constants are lambda, 2 for alpha, beta decay, and 2 lambda, lambda for beta and alpha decays of B1 and B2, leading to the formation of C. If at summation the number of atoms of B1 reaches a maximum value, the ratio of number of atoms of A to that of B1 at that instant. Okay, no, come for this. So what actually happens? It will like a lambda to lambda. There are two holes are there for in this tank. So the bigger hole you show like this. So 2 lambda. So initially what happened? The N naught is present. What is this? This is what A, no? And how much number? Let's say them. Okay, let it be this one. So now what happened? A tank will come here. So this will be, let it be B. This tank, let me call, this is B1, tank B2. Again, they will further undergo decay. And we'll get tank C. No hole in that. So what do you mean by lambda? Bigger hole, 2 lambda, bigger hole. At T equals 0, there's a condition. And let's get into, write the equations now. Already the diagram is there. Don't go for again showing any other diagram. Already diagram is there. There's a logical thinking like this. You can put it. So at any instant of time, some water will come in tank B2, some water tank come in B1. Again B1 there's a hole. Some water from there will fill up, will form C. When it will be B1, when the number of atoms, amount of water in the tank B1 will be maximum. The rate at which it comes from this hole, the amount of water coming per second from this hole is equal to amount of water leaving per second through this hole. Then the amount of water in this tank B1 will be maximum. Logical thinking. What is Na after some time? Okay, now we'll get into this is stable. Yeah. Directly go for writing this at any time t. So for B1 will enter into B1 dnb1 by dt. dnb1 by dt, what we can write, it is the rate of formation of atoms B1, that should be equal to rate of production. What is the rate of production? L lambda Na, and rate of decay minus lambda 2 lambda Nb. NB1 you write it. When NB1 will be maximum, when these two are equal, then when NB1 will be maximum when dNB1 by dt equal to 0. So from that, what I can write is no lambda Na NB1 equal 0. So NB1 is equal to how much? Na by 2. I think therefore the question asked, no? If at summation the number of atoms of B1 reaches the maximum value, the ratio of number of atoms of A to that of B1 at that instant. So shall we put the required answer? In turn, what is Na? What is Na? I think we should have a clarity. What is Na? I'll write in the diagram. What is Na? E, e to power of minus 3 lambda t. Please do notice why 3 lambda, why not lambda? What is the effective? It will undergo two processes, no? Lambda and 2 lambda. So what is the effective decay constant? So here I'll write it like this. What is in turn lambda A, lambda plus 2 lambda, which is 3 lambda. So therefore, I think this is something very important. Do make observation. Okay, the question number 92 got over. So there's answer for 92. Next again, when the number of atoms of B2 reaches maximum, the ratio of number of atoms of A to that of B2. I think the same story. DNB2 is equal to the rate of formation of the rate of decay of A, 2 lambda Na, and the rate of decay of B, lambda NB1. And for NB2, this is NB2. For NB2 to be maximum, dNB2 by dt should be equal to 0. The ratio of number of atoms of A to that of B. So this I'll equate to 0. Should be equal to 1 by 2. Okay, this is our answer for question number 93. Okay, let's see that next part, what is there. So nothing bigger, so don't get scared. I think somehow what happen if you can break up clearly things, it'll be much easier. A number of atoms of A as a function of time. I think that's what this equation, no? Once again, I'll write it here. What is lambda A? lambda plus 2 lambda. Minus 3 lambda t. These are very popular, huh? So nothing to do. We don't have any other physics or any other mathematics much. I'll scroll down. I say this fluid mechanics method, there's a lowest level of thinking. At least this you try to analyze, nothing big. Then looking at that, writing equation, rate equation, this. Then what conditions are given? How to utilize that rate equation, somewhere integration, like earlier problem we did. So here no need of integrations, directly maxima. So this should be equal to the number b1 will nb1 maximum when this is equal to 0. First order derivative is 0. You see the mathematics what we take help. Now come for this. One more, you try to read carefully this. Nuclei of radioactive element A are produced at a rate t square at any time t. The element A has a decay constant lambda. Let n be the number of nuclei of element A at any time t. At t equal t naught, dn by dt is minimum. Then the number of nuclei of element A at time t equal t naught. So they are produced at a constant rate. What is that rate? You'll get confused, no? So let me write alpha. That alpha is t square. It is produced at a constant rate, and further it will undergo decay, where decay constant lambda. Lambda is not, it's a decay constant, it is. Decay constant. The element has decay constant lambda. Let n be the number of nuclei of element at any time t.
Produce at constant rate, sir.
Yeah.
It changes with time. No,
Changes with time, na sir. T square.
Oh, that question was 16. I'll check one question. Let's see. At a rate t square at any time t. Yeah? At any time t. So that particular rate you may maintain constant. Okay, let's see mathematically how it will impact here. We'll see that one. So what is the equation now? The rate of formation of A, dn by dt should be equal to alpha minus lambda n. What is further alpha? T square minus lambda n. When do this will be for condition to be minima? The rate of is telling now what is the thing? The element A as in let n be the number of nuclei of element at any time t. At time t equal t, no, the dn by dt is minimum. Dn by dt is minimum, not n. For dn by dt to be minimum, d square n by dt square should be 0, no? So 2t minus lambda dn by dt. So this should be equal to 0, 2t minus lambda n. So further, what is alpha? Alpha is t square. So 2t minus lambda. What is the equation now? 0 equal to 2t minus lambda t square plus lambda square n. is asking n, no? So any mathematical, any problem? Let's see. The one instant of time, then the number of nuclei of element at time t equal to t naught. That is what t I'll write as t naught here. Not constant rate, produce at a rate is telling. Can happen, no? Okay, hypothetical again, we don't have that one. Maybe artificial radioactivity. So like this, you may end up with any equation. I think there's a second equation you come across. So you may bring any situation, you have to be alert. Okay, one more will do it. Nucleus A decays to B with a decons lambda 1 and B decays to C with this one. So A decays to initially at T equals 0, number of nuclei of A is 2 N naught, that of B is N naught, and C is 0. At some instant T equal to number of nuclei of B stops changing. Find T naught if at this instant number of nuclei of B are 3 N naught by 2. Stops changing. What do you mean by that? Stops changing. Stop changing means, so this is at some instant T equal to T naught. This will become constant, no? Shall we put like this? So first we'll write the rate equation for B. dNB by dt should be equal to lambda 1 Na minus lambda 2 NB. Is that okay? I think by this time all of you are having enough idea how to write rate equation. Rate of formation of B is equal to rate of production of B minus rate of decay of A. The rate of production of B is what? Rate of decay of A. Finding very difficult, go for tanks, draw that. So now what is the basic condition is put? The time at which NB remains constant. So NB constant means dN by dt should be 0. So this I'll put 0. What is Na? Na at any instant of time, can we write? And what is NB equal to? NB equal to 3 N naught by 2. We know value, NB is equal to, so I'll substitute all, and lambda 1, 2 N naught e to power of lambda 1 t minus lambda 2t N naught by 2. Shall write T naught? Yeah. Solve for T naught, we'll get the required answer. So I seen maximum, the moment you don't end up with mathematics, I think, so this is what the central idea, the most of the numericals will revolve around this rate equation. So writing rate equation is highest priority. That's why you check the advanced paper, almost 5 times he's asking rate equation, write rate equation, write rate equation. Then he's asking some other thing. He's stressing, means students, somehow you focus on this. Once you know this, then conditions and mathematics. If you go wrong here, nobody can help you, no? See, unless you don't get this, not possible. So how to write this equation? At least minimum some, okay, try this diagram like this. Or logical tanks. So writing rate equation is successive disintegration is something very important. And suppose say A, it is having 2 N naught. Okay, that one, so it is not being produced, no? It will start decaying. So if any substance, if it undergoes decay, then you know this decay equation. proceed with this. And B is what? Produced and also undergo decay. So like this, you can write rate equation. And C is what? Stable. So what all the B, what happen? How to calculate the number of nuclei of C, anything? After getting this T naught, so can we calculate NC? As we can do, no? So what shall we write here? 2n naught plus n naught should be equal to, shall we, is it justified writing this equation? Or only 2n naught, as the overall population should remain same, no? So we know this is 2n naught. It didn't ask, okay, I can go for further like this, 2n naught e to power of t naught. I'll solve for this t naught value, I know it, substitute, I'll get the population of C also. What is this? So slight logic, so nothing to do with our what, sir, I don't know binding energy. No problem. Sir, I don't know nucleon. No problem. Radioactivity is nowhere related to nuclear physics. Make things clear. Only alpha, beta decay comes, that nature of radioactivity something constant, but numerical solvent doesn't need anything about nuclear physics. They're just based on logical thinking. And he has given priority in the advance. You check it. Maybe it's testing even your logical ability also. I'll write the equation for T naught. Population of C also you can find out. Work out later on. Huh? This will be our answer. This is a rate equation. Oh, completed. Hold. Okay, now we'll see. Remaining will continue tomorrow. Huh? Okay, thank you all of you. Yeah.
Sir, in the last page once, can you go again?
I think we are here. Huh? Yeah.
Sir, here can we write the population of C as lambda 2 into NB into
So, number decade, how you calculate number decade of B? Number
Sir,
decade.
C is nothing but the amount of, can we write lambda 2 into NB into T?
What is NB? Tell me first of all. You tell me what is NB. So
Amount
again,
of,
again, what happened? You should go to the tank idea. At least look at the tank and try to develop the idea now. Now it is like this. Huh? This is C. Huh? This is B. This is A. Initially, this is no. At any instant of time, I'll give some time. I'll rearrange things. Okay, look at now. This is A, no, and it will become B. And that this is C. What is C? What is this liquid C?
amount of B which is getting decayed.
For that, what happen? What you should do? I don't want to give answer. I want you to generate answer. Tell me like this liquid, blue color liquid is what? How much of liquid A decayed minus how much is present the liquid B is what? C, no?
K of B.
Okay, no, write equations. See. Okay. There's a population of C. Okay, I'll wind up the class.
Sir,
No, yeah. Yes, anything?
sir, rate of formation of C will be rate of decay of B, no sir. Why we are not taking that
Yeah,
equation?
that only you can write it. Rate of decay of B. And you know expression for B. You have to generate again expression for B at any time t. We are discussed at t equal t naught where it stops. This was the equation. Again, what you should do, you should go back to the equation successively. NB is equal to lambda 1 n naught by lambda 2, lambda 1 minus lambda 2 e to power of minus lambda 1 t minus e to power of minus lambda 2 t. From that, you'll get the population of B at any time t. Then you should come there.
Both will get same answer.
Yeah, that one. But we are discussing our entire problem when the B stops. The moment B stops, is telling B will stop here. So that particular time is asking. So dn by dt, I'm putting condition. Why it will stop, we don't know. Saying dn by dt is 0. We have put a condition that we have put a condition the numerical, and we are discussing that numerical. I think there's
Yes,
the
sir,
best.
understood.
Yeah, there's the best way of what to get the population of C. No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, all of you. Okay. Take care. Bye. See you.